do it, guys. These are the 20-plus air yards for Jordan Love last season. All right, this was a fun one to break down. I ain't gonna lie, guys. He led the league in 20-plus of throws of 20-plus air yards. What that means is exactly what it sounds like. The ball traveled over 20 yards, 20 or more yards in the air. You'll see these long plays from people like Caleb Williams where they throw a 3-yard screen pass and their guy cuts it up the field for 30 yards. And you look at the stat column and go, man, this guy's a gunslinger. No, he threw the ball behind the line of damn scrimmage. That's what he did, right? Watch some of these throws and listen, I had to make a decision. I usually go to the all-22 when we're talking QB play, but I wanted to go to the box cam for these because I really want you to key in on Jordan Love and how he's trying to maneuver with that sore knee. Like you can see it all over the tape. And I like watching his throwing mechanics as well. It goes back to what everybody was saying in the chat there with the mechanics being a little bit sloppy because of the legs, the knee being injured. But I know we got a bunch of people that just jumped in here. If you're just joining us, welcome into PTA. Appreciate you making us a part of your evening. Hit that like buttons. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. We're not experts here. We're not insiders. We don't claim to be. We're just like you guys. We're fans in here talking ball and trying to figure this thing out together. So we go live post-game shows, pre-game shows. We're live daily is usually the goal. So anytime you turn on the old YouTube set in the evening, usually around 6:30 p.m. Central Time, you'll see us live just talking Packers. But let's jump into it, guys. We didn't give any down and distance, anything like that. We're just strictly focusing on the plays themselves, okay? So here he is in the gun set, and just kind of take a little mental note, too, of how many times he's under center. You don't have to, tally it up, but you'll notice most of these are probably in the gun set. All right, so we got a little pre-snap motion. Back to pass here. You see a little stunt in the middle. Jordan going to roll out. You see him kind of favoring it. See him right there even. Now, that's the thing, too, is he wasn't hurt up to this point. But I noticed that on that first play, it was was something bothering him even before he hurt his knee? You guys tell me what you think there. Because, again, this was early in the game, right? And this was in Brazil against Philly week 1.
If I remember that last play, there was a little extracurricular at the bottom of the pile. So that could have been going on all day long. Or maybe, you know how that is. You step on your teammate's foot or something, turn an ankle, or he could have tweaked something early maybe, or maybe had something going.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if there's any way to really know other than asking him,
Right. I mean, look at the way he, after the release, right here, perfectly. Watch this throw. Watch the way he kind of comes up right after.
Right
that's
there,
a hobble.
Yeah.
That's a hobble.
Yeah, that's a hobble.
Yeah,
yep.
That was
like
not
being
confident.
like a jogging limp. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Definitely.
Yep.
And I want to mention this too, guys. If the stream goes down on YouTube, we are still live on X and Rumble. Sometimes it'll trigger a copyright, which is not a true copyright for whatever reason. If it does that and takes the stream down, it typically comes back up, but you can just hop over to our channel on Rumble or on X at Packers_access or Packer Fan Total Access over on Rumble. Next play, same game, week 1 against Philly. Back to pass. I'm going to turn this thing loose.
Ooh.
Beautiful. Layer that throw underneath to Jaden Reed. And again, you see Love in the pocket here, kind of taking a little bit of a lick here, right, Jacob, if I remember correctly. Yeah, get just bodies around. He looks comfortable with bodies around him. I don't know if that's a good thing either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like almost Rashid kind of pulls up a little bit here, like knowing that hopefully that guy's not gonna actually deliver like a low end blow, and he does. He just kind of wraps his arm around him. But Jordan Love, for his credit, he looks like, I don't quite care if the guy's gonna hit me. I just got to make this throw, and that's again, like I said, I think we need to give this guy more credit for playing when he's hurt and being kind of that type of Iron Man that we know that Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers were.
I agree with the statement too, Clayton, where you don't, I don't know if it's necessarily a good thing that your quarterback's super comfortable with bodies flying around back there, but I would push back a little and say I think it is a good thing, because sometimes a quarterback can be too afraid of the traffic, and he breaks the play and gets out of there too early, or he lets the throw go too early. He gets picked off, something like that. He gets flustered. So I would err on the side of, I want a guy that'll stand in there and make that throw, take that shot. And I'm going to put it on guys like Rashid Walker there to, keep those guys' hands off your quarterback, right? That's what they get paid for.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Same game, still against Philly. Once again in the gun. Back to pass, immediate pressure. Poor Josh Myers. Yeah. I try not to focus on Josh Myers there, but it's impossible. Look at this flick of the wrist right here. This is elite arm talent. Look at that. And a great catch by Jaden Reed.
Off
man.
his right foot too.
Does it not look like he's pulling up right here, guys?
Yeah, it does.
Something telling you there was
a little ginger coming out right out of the turn there. See that?
Watch right there. Yep.
Yeah, it's like he didn't want to bend the knee too much.
And this was before the knee injury. So it makes me think, man, there was something else that was already tweaked. Yeah.
He probably played through something.
Look at still, though, the torque he throws on that thing.
Yeah.
And then his whole body has to like catch himself after. That's, yeah. I think
and look at
right,
Bird
man.
going up there playing big boy football, too.
Oh, no. Jaden Reed can't catch the football. Tim, what are you talking about?
I don't want to hear that.
He's horrible. Cracks me up. Cracks me up. He made catches like that all year long, even his rookie year. Go ahead, Jake. What you got there in the comments, man?
No, Mr. Holmes, MD, which is a doctor, you know, he's straight up saying what we all are seeing. He's goes the right knee hitch for sure. And I think that's actually legit. Coach says the same thing. He's gimpy. Like look at that release right there. Like that's not normal. I mean, it's not normal. He's able to do that across his body, like Tim said, but also look at that recovery / the way he rolls out. You can tell right there that he's not quite right.
Hey, but I love that. I love that in him though, right? As soon as that pocket broke down, he's like, I'm out of here. Spin out, get away from the pressure, extend the play. Yeah. I mean, that should have been a sack. Instead, look what it turned out being, you know?
Yeah.
Sure. All right, let's go to the Vikings game now. Once again, what are we seeing? Gun set, right? In the gun. So far, every throw of 20-plus air yards or more, he's in the shotgun. Look at this, rolling out again.
It's just, yeah.
Love it. Let me get it queued up just right. And that was Bo Melton on the sideline. Once again, look at Josh Jacobs picking up the blitz. Great job there. Wash him out of the play, right?
And again, Jordan Love stepping up, using a little bit of that mobility that he, whatever mobility he has left here. And he steps up and gets flat and makes the throw. Beautiful. I mean, if he tucks it and runs there, what are we looking at? 5-yard gain, maybe something.
Right. And that's the thing about Jordan. He's not looking to take the easy way out, man. He's thinking home run down the field.
Yep.
Yeah. So beautiful throw there to Bo Melton on the outside. All right. Still the Vikings game. Once again, we're in the gun. Sidecar left. Going to motion over. So we're going strong left. Get defensive shift. Nope. Little zipper motion. Bring Tucker back. Kind of see what front they're in. That's Jordan Love gathering information right there is what that is, gang. And let's watch the play. Back to pass. Pretty clean pocket. Now he gets hit. Look at that. So he gets hit on the arm and still gets this ball out here to Dontavion Wicks, no problem. This is weird. Look, how does he get that out there?
I mean, Wicks is open.
It's a wobbler, and he's still got enough arm strength to get it out there to Wicks.
Is this the one that he screwed up the elbow or the forearm on when he hit his?
It may have been, Tim, where he hit his elbow and it caused the nerves, it caused numbness in his hands.
Yeah. I mean that's a knuckleball coming out of there for sure.
Yeah. Again, got the arm strength to get out. Isn't it funny? We're talking about it being a wobbler, him getting hit.
Yeah, look,
and it's still a 20-plus yard, air yard play. Just wild.
That's amazing.
Yeah. All right. Let's move it on to the next one now. Again, I thought that was just a pretty clean play. So you've seen 2 on the outside there. Someone had pointed out on Twitter too all the throws. I think he had more throws, almost twice as many of these throws, all but 8, I believe it was, were thrown outside of the numbers as opposed to between the numbers. So, all right. Vikings game again, shotgun, sidecar right. Look at him stepping up and out. Just drop it in the bucket on the run there. Look at Jaden Reed once again. I'm telling you, dude, Jaden Reed is a dog. Stop slandering the man on X. I think it was all emotional outrage after losses. Because you've seen him do this all year long. But once again, Jacob, look at the release, man.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he looks pretty good there. But even though, he does, he pulls up a little afterwards. But like you said, dude, Jaden Reed, we got to put a little more respect on this dude's name. Like we've covered it, I think, pretty extensively on this podcast about how he didn't take a step back, right? Like he literally excelled in most categories. If I'm not speaking out of my butt, but the fact that like everybody looks at the yardage, look at the touchdowns, and that's all they care about. But it's like you watch situational stuff with Jaden Reed. The guy was a freaking dog. I mean, I'm like 4th down plays, stretching across his body. I mean, like right here, just absolute, just going up contested catches. I mean, there's no doubt that this guy knows what it is to be a Green Bay Packer, that he's not just kind of sloughing it off. He's a dog, man. We got to keep him. if there is going to be a wide receiver one almost this year, I think that it's going to be Jayden Reed. I really do.
Can we take a second and appreciate Zach Tom here? Look at Zach Tom just get out
Look
here.
at that. Yeah.
Yep. Bye. Throw him right out the club. See you later.
Pay that man his monies right now.
And again, another thing I'm seeing, Jordan extending the play with his feet, choosing not to continue to run. If he could have ran that out of bounds for a yard and played it safe, but F it, Reed down there somewhere.
Exactly.
Can you see him pull up though after the throw?
Yep.
Watch him. Like it's again, it's not like he's like, it just doesn't look as.
No, you're right, man.
It's like Emilio mentioned. He dealt with a knee injury, and he talked about being able to trust it. It feels like something's not right down there, and it's not even necessarily a pain thing. It's just that you don't feel confident in that in that leg or the weight you're putting on it. It's a mental thing, I think.
Yeah. Look at Jayden Reed. Look at that shot right there, boys. It don't get any better than that.
Hang it in the Louvre. Let's go.
All right, next play. We're going to have to go a little bit quicker because there's a lot of plays to cover. Vikings again, shotgun, sidecar left. Got the running back staying in to help block. Look at him step up in the pocket away from the pressure. Look at that dot right there to Dontavion Wicks. Look at him. He just feels the pressure. It's like he's got eyes in the back of his head. Look at that. Step right up, make the throw, nose down, into at least double coverage, almost triple coverage.
Who's 31? Is that a running back? That was a great chip block. Look at
that would be Mr. Emmanuel
Wilson. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Look at that though. That's insane.
Yeah. That was after Luke Musgrave with the watch out block. That's called a watch out block. Watch Musgrave over here on the left, guys. Watch out.
But look at Emmanuel Wilson looking for work. Thank God he found it.
Exactly. But yeah, again, Jordan Love just stepping up. He's so comfortable in the pocket.
No big deal. Just a dart through triple coverage.
Yeah.
No problem.
Look at this, boys. We're almost halfway through the clips, and we got our first play under center. Yeah, you guys remember this was I think this was his worst graded game, right? PFF probably gave him a negative grade for this specific play. But once again, Jayden Reed, Jayden Reed down there somewhere. Enjoy the play here, boys. This one's a lot of fun. A little play action.
Just
set it up.
Coverage.
We're going to let this thing fly. 70 yards, I believe it was, if I remember correctly. Darn
man. Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Unbelievable. Let's watch it from the beginning, man.
Thing of beauty right here.
Yeah.
Emmanuel
Wilson again in there doing pass pro.
To me, this is Matt's offense on all cylinders. I mean, we talk about the motion. We talk about pistol, shotgun looks. When you put him under center like this and run play action, you can get plays like this. And again, no big deal. Bomb into triple coverage.
Yeah. And how the hell did Jayden Reed catch this football? He's got a guy hanging off his visor, right? Like he's literally got a guy. Look at his hand on his visor. Still catches that ball.
Well, you answered that question already. It's because he's a dog.
Yeah. Chuck Jaggers, Matt LaFleur's butt cheeks were clenched so tight on this play.
Wasn't this the no, yes play?
I was going to say.
He was, oh my God, no, oh, yeah.
Unbelievable, man.
That always reminds me of the, I can't remember the guy's name, the coach of the Ravens, where Ed Reed, he goes, no, Ed, go, Ed, go, Ed, go.
Look at this right here. Somebody come look at this.
That's crazy, though.
Boom, roasted.
That actually is crazy.
Yeah. Jayden Reed for president, son. I'm just telling you right now. All right, we're back under center. So you're seeing a little bit later in the season, starting to go under center a little bit more, right? And this is against the
play action again, too.
Yeah, this is against it is. This is against Arizona Cardinals. So they come out in a 12 personnel here, right? We talked about 12 a lot this offseason. So you got Tucker, and I believe that's Sims, if I remember correctly. So this is what you call an ace 12 or a 12 ace, okay? So one running back, two tight ends. That's where you get 12 from. Ace is real simple. It's just a single back set. Rather than say single back, we just say ace, all right? So, again, 12 ace right here. Let's see if we got some play action attached. There it is. Sink back. Zach Tom holding the point. Man, Zach Tom is so good. Look at this throw right here to Christian Watson. That's like taking Mountain Dew from a baby. Unbelievable, man.
It's all in the play fake, too, man. He learned that from Aaron. He really sells that handoff fake, and that's enough to freeze that secondary.
Yeah, let's take it back a step further. I want to see it too, Tim. It's a great point. Be the backers
see the head down, the shoulder movement.
Yeah.
I mean, he's selling that. A lot of quarterbacks, they tend to mail in that play fake, and then you're not fooling anybody.
No.
You know what's crazy too is like Tim talked about earlier with the previous play. He's not afraid to take the shot. Look at Tucker Kraft. He could get him going on that cross. He could get him. But he's like, nah, I got Watson. Let's go. Yeah. Let's take the 6.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and put some points on the board here. Again, he's stepping into that throw, too. I mean, that's a baseball throw right there. You know what I mean? Beautiful.
And I think I see Scoot had to stutter a little bit at the end, and I don't think that's because the ball was underthrown. I think Scoot's just that damn fast.
Yeah, I can see it, too.
Slow down a little.
Yeah, and the Lambeau leap at the end. It don't get any better than that. The Lambeau leap is back in Madden this year, boys. You heard it here first. All right. I was actually the one who leaked that out. I thought I was going to get banned on X because you wasn't supposed to leak any of the Madden beta stuff out. Had a buddy of mine who sent it to me like, you're going to be excited about this. Here it is. So, all right. Now we're against, is this Houston? Am I thinking right? No.
Yeah.
Is it Houston? Yeah, it looks like Houston, right? So we're shotgun sidecar right for this play. Look at that clean pocket. Let's go. Watch him feather that throw in there, boy.
Dart.
There we go.
That is called, when we play cover against a cover 2, and it's kind of what it looks like there. Cover 2, the safety was a little late getting over there. We talk about base and bunkers. You got 2 bunkers on the sideline underneath the safety over top of the corner, and then you got the base down the seam as they're looking like a Tampa. It's a Tampa 2 look. Watch the mock in the middle drop down the seam. You see that? So that's probably a Tampa 2 look. The safety got a little too greedy right there, taking the 2. But man, what a throw. What a throw to Dontavion Wicks right here.
Man.
Yeah. When the kids ask what a perfectly thrown football looks like, you show them this tape right here.
Yep. And, he's probably reading cover 2 there like a Tampa 2 look, so he don't want to hang it too. People are probably saying, well, why didn't you put more air under it, get it on out there? You give that safety time to get over and lay a thumping on your receiver, right?
Yep.
So, and the other thing is, why did the safety stay at home so much? Probably because of Jordan's eyes. Let's see what his eyes do. See him looking at him? Now
just long enough, right?
Yep.
Just long enough to that right side to keep him over there.
Have you guys seen, I can't remember who put it out, but it was pretty recently. They showed the comparison between how Aaron Rodgers was a phenom of throwing with both feet off the ground, and then how Jordan Love all of a sudden just picked that up. And you're not supposed to be able to do that. You're not supposed to have the torque. You're not supposed to be able to throw the type of ball with both feet off the ground. Like, it's to the point where it's kind of insane. Like, any quarterback coach is going to tell you, just don't do that. Unless you can do that, then do it. But it's crazy how talented he is with his arm.
Yeah, using what they call ground force, right?
Yep.
Yep. So here is a pistol play. I'm glad we got to talk about this. So
look, it's
Duval.
Actually, Tim, in his defense, he was not there yet, sir. But I'm with you. I'm with you. Anytime you can find a reason to use that drop, please do so, sir. So in a pistol set, guys, shotgun, right? Just a few yards behind the center, and then you get the running back directly behind the quarterback. And the reason this is so effective is when you go sidecar left or sidecar right, most of the runs, like let's say that the running back is not here and Ben Sims is the running back. Let's just pretend that's Josh Jacobs for a minute, all right? The chances of him cutting back in this direction are slim to none, right? It happens, but it's very, very rare. So 90% of the running plays are going to go to this side of the formation. But when you're in a pistol set, you can go outside stretch in either direction. This is Kyle Shanahan 101 with outside zone runs, right? What it does is it forces the defense to stay honest that, hey, look, they could go outside stretch to either side right here. That's why the pistol is so effective. But let's see what happens here out of the pistol. Is there any play fake? No play fake. Setting up a little swing pass if you need it. A little HT lead. Look at that right there. There's the play. That's the play where he falls down. Watch Jordan Love right here. This is where he collapses and he goes off the screen. But as soon as he lets it go, he actually falls right there because his knee's hurting him so bad. And then look at, of course, Tucker Kraft just doing the damn thing, man.
You know what's kind of terrifying, though? I mean, it looks like the play we were talking about earlier that ended our season in San Francisco. Yeah. It's late and it's over the middle. Thank God Tuck Norris was running butt naked there. Yeah. Normally that's not a good throw, right?
Right. You know, they will allow that throw, Tim, if they're running butt naked through the trailer park.
Right.
And Tucker was running butt naked through the trailer. I'm with you though, man. Usually late and over the middle, especially throwing across your body. Nah. Not good things are going to happen. Hardy the Prophet with the super chat. Thank you, sir. He says, where's a 2-liter of Mountain Dew soundbite? We need to get it back, don't we, Tim?
Yeah, we need to make that happen.
All right. I'll make a note, Tim. You have your people tell my people, okay? And that just means you're going to text me after the show. But yeah, again, Tucker Kraft. making this play happen. I just want to point out though, Jordan Love there on the bad knee too, man. It's it cannot be mentioned enough. All right, on to the next play. Where we at the hour mark? Let's keep this thing a rolling here. What are you laughing about? What's your problem, Jake?
Nothing. The 2-liter of Mountain Dew sparked the. Remember, don't spit in that cop's burger. Just a large Coke for Farva. Remember?
Super Troopers is so good.
Super Troopers. That's a sweet.
What's he gonna spit in that now? Don't spit in that cop's. And then they put the statement.
Got a double burger for a cop.
Don't spit in that. And then they put the sticker over the hole in his cup. Remember that? So when he poured it off, like, oh my god, such a good movie. That's everybody's homework tonight. Go watch Super Troopers. All right, here we are back under center against the Lions. Tim was at this game. He doesn't like to mention it though. We're back in a 12 personnel, aren't we, boys? Look at this, ace 12. See it? One running back, 2 tight ends, balanced look, 12 ace. Let's see what we do here. Elton Jenkins at center here too, by the way. I'm going to see that all year this year once we get him squared away. Little play fake, stepping into the throw. Boy, he had pressure right in his face too.
Yep.
That's wild there that he's got enough on that throw. I mean, look at that.
Great contested catch by Watson though too.
Yeah, for sure. Again, look at the pressure right in his grill. That's Sean Ryan getting dog walked.
I was gonna say Sean Ryan there.
Hope Mama Ryan isn't watching the show tonight.
Take a look at our boy Josh Jacobs here coming through after the play fake. He took that linebacker right out of the play just with the deception.
Yeah.
He didn't know what to do. Am I blocking? Am I running a route? Love it.
Christian Watson with the great hands there on the sideline. So there's another one. And another one. Yeah, look at Elijah Gwynn. Watson can't catch. Funny, isn't it? That's what
They
people
don't
say.
know what the they're doing. You understand that?
Yeah, I was not expecting that. All right. Back in the gun. We're in. It looks like it's probably 11. You probably get the Y flexed out. 11 gun. And we're going to go sidecar right. This is against the Lions. Looks like a 3-man rush. Let's see if they bring that linebacker. Nope, they're going to drop him. Is that a 1-man rush? There's nobody rushing the quarterback here. How does he complete? Does he convert this pass with nobody rushing the quarterback? Oh, my God. Look at this.
Wow.
Who was that? Was that Jaden Reed again?
F it. Reed down there somewhere.
Horrible decision. Jaden Reed.
Wow. The defender throws his hands up like, I ain't in charge of this. Watch.
I don't think people appreciate the amount of athleticism it takes, A, for Jordan to make that throw, but B, for Jaden Reed running up the seam to have to turn and contort his body like that. Watch him change. That is not easy to do, to spin around opposite and come back for that ball.
Yeah, and again, Jordan there. Look at the body. Look at this body position. This is all arm right here. It's just crazy.
You can see, though, the left foot, like we were talking about. You can watch that left foot in the ground. You can see it spin as he uses that to generate his torque to throw that ball. Yep. I mean, that's a dot.
Jeez. That's crazy.
Wow. All right, moving along. Against the Lions again. Shotgun, sidecar left, strong left look too. All right, Tucker is in the route. They're going to leak the running back out. Pretty clean pocket, right? Look at that throw. Jaden Reed. How many times are we going to see Jaden Reed make a contested catch before people – that's just unbelievable, man. Every single play he makes, he's got somebody in his face. And look at Jordan just going back shoulder right here. Back shoulder. Beautiful placement on that ball.
I mean,
you talk about confidence in your receiver. If you see a guy covered, you're trusting that you can basically throw him open, and he's going to go up there and make a play.
Yeah. I think that Jaden Reed has been consistently overlooked. I mean, you remember, correct me if I'm wrong, Clayton, but the whole reason that that you redrafted the whole way that we do the pre-draft scenarios is you're like, I didn't see Jaden Reed coming. Like we gotta account for guys that have absolutely baller seasons, have whatever sort of misstep, whatever with the next season, but you have to have them on their radar. Am I crazy about saying that? Or
no? What he's talking about is Jaden Reed. The year that he came out of college, his final year in college, was nowhere near the season he had the year before, and that with a slower 40 time at the combine is what hurt his stock. And then the Packers, of course, they come out later and they said that they had him clocked differently. They had him in evidently on a visit that it went under the radar. I think I was talking to Easton Butler about that. It went under the radar until after the draft. And they had him clocked a lot faster than they did at the combine. So what Goody's doing is he's looking at the last 2 years. He's probably looking at all the college tape, but he's not just looking at the final year of college and going, well, that's the player they are. He's trying to find those guys a little later in the draft. In this case, a player that I think if you redrafted, Jayden Reed goes in the first round. I believe that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely true, Jacob, for sure. All right, let's see here. Chuck Jagger says the goal is not to make contested catches.
I wanted to put that up because I think it relates to what we were talking about. I agree with that. You want your scheme to be sound, right? You want guys open. Matt LaFleur is a master at scheming guys open by just diagnosing coverages and having your call sheet ready and things. But if you want to win ball games in the NFL, you're going to need the occasional contested catch, in crunch time or, when everyone else is covered. What are you going to do? Sometimes you got to throw it and just pray that your guy makes a play. I think it's part of football, honestly. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, I agree. I do. Listen, contested catches they're tough because there comes a point in the game where you got to take chances. The difference between a player being open in college and a player being open in the pros, like in the pros, just a little bit of separation, they're considered open. That's how good the coverage is. So you're going to have to take those chances. I'm all about where he can get better, and I hear Mark Tauscher talk about this all the time, is understanding what game you're playing. Like this week, you might not be as aggressive as you were last week, right? Because you can kind of see the pace of the opposing team. Hey, they're really struggling to put points on the board, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those things that you've got, coach says, guys have to make plays. If you're waiting for the person to be butt naked through the trailer park, then you're probably going to be taking a lot of sacks and a lot of incompletions, just throwing the ball away. Now with that being said, again, situationally, if it's a one-score game and you're on your side of the ball or your side of the field, yeah, let's protect the football and punt that thing away. Let Daniel Whelan give us a little invisible yardage and put ourselves in a better position. Yeah, one thing I've noticed on this tape, guys, you're getting a lot of 12 personnel out of the ace, right? When they go to that 12 balanced ace look, boy, they love play action out of it, right?
Yep.
We are again, going to feel the pressure, rolling right, let that thing go. Look at Christian this time. Double coverage.
Dude.
What a catch. I can't wait till he comes back, man.
I'm just saying, people need to stop disrespecting Christian Watson, man. It's just he is such a good wide receiver. He really is. Everything you could ask for a guy, he does it, and he does not get enough credit.
Yep.
He doesn't.
And again, Jordan throwing off this right foot,
you're right.
God, is that hard?
Look at that.
You ever just go out in the backyard and if you're a right-handed thrower, and trying to throw a football like that off your right leg, it's unorthodox.
I threw a rock at a squirrel the other day, Tim, and I almost broke my back doing it. But
Jacob said,
"Leave them squirrels alone, Jacob."
No.
All right. Now we get the Niners game here. Look at this little double A-gap mug. When you hear us say double mug or double barrel, this is what we're talking about, the linebackers lining up in the A-gap, right? And what you're trying to do is put pressure on these offensive linemen here, right? Where's the protection setting up? You got a wide 9 out here. You're probably here. You're here. Myers has got to kick over here. Elton's got to get this guy. And then Rashid's got to block that guy. That's probably how the protection's set here. Now, they may end up dropping one of these guys out. I don't know. This guy may drop out. This guy may drop out. If he does, you're still gaining a +1 hat count because this center has got to be ready to fan over if that's the way the protection is set. Let's see if that's where he goes. Yep. So see, they both drop out, right? So what you did there, you go, why would you do that? Why would you mug it and drop them out? You got basically Josh Myers is not blocking anybody. Right. And the reason being, you even had the running back stay in. They probably had to change the protection at the line and tell the T to stay in. So now you got single block scenarios here on the outside. But look at Jordan step up in that pocket.
Oof.
Nice little
That's
strike.
a laser beam.
Was, dude. Turn that thing loose over the middle. You got basically Romeo Dobbs. It could have been a shake route, probably a dig. Beautiful. And you got the crosser drawing the coverage deep with Jayden Reed, I believe it is, coming on the crosser here. And then Romeo underneath doing his thing, man.
Look at the release point on that throw when he steps in. This is
nose down, man. Nose down. Look at this. Index finger on the ball, nose down. That's a shot right there.
Man, it's almost like the guy played behind Aaron Rodgers for a few years.
It really is. All right, here we go. Now we're against the Dolphins Thanksgiving night, and we're in shotgun sidecar right for this play. Love back to pass. A little bit of pressure off the right side. Going to step into the throw. Look at this ball right here, boys.
Oh,
Can't throw it any better than that. Now, if Watson is able to stay on his feet, you see there's a lot of hand checking late in the route there, right? But again, just secure that catch. Just secure it. That's what you got to do. Right?
look at
And again, look at Jordan. He's got Josh Myers backing that thing up. You know what I'm saying? Use a fine mother once you back that thing up. Look at Josh Myers backing this up here.
Oh,
So he didn't even get to step into that throw, which puts it right on the money, man. I know you got that in the 6-disc changer over there in the Honda Accord, Jacob. Don't you lie to me, man.
hey, CDs are making a comeback. All right,
Are they really?
I think so.
No, that ain't true. I think so. You said it with so much confidence.
says Jacob at the bargain bin at the local thrift shop.
Hey, they're $1, Tim. All right.
I'm going to go pick up that Master P album. From 19
I'm getting my DMX. You know what I'm doing.
Man, hey, rest in peace, DMX. Boy.
Yes, sir.
You're talking about putting out some bangers. Some bangers there. All right, here we are against Detroit. In Detroit, run a little game up front there. You see it. Look at Jordan go step up in the pocket, let that thing go. And look at our boy Christian Watson. Beautiful.
That's funny because that's the same pass that we were talking about week 1 of his career.
Yeah.
That's basically the same ball he dropped. Now he's catching them.
And look at Jordan hold the safety. You see this? Watch Jordan's helmet, guys. Look, left, turn it loose right. Holding that safety in the middle of the field. You see him getting there late now, right? So it's almost like 23. The guy was covering Christian, was expecting help, and he gets there late because of Jordan. Just
I love how Tay Wicks had about 5 yards of separation on his man on the under, and Jordan's like, I'm chucking it.
I love how Tay went from throw me the damn ball to Christian's got this. Look.
Yeah, watch. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it all
He's
along.
celebrating before he even catches it. I love it.
All right.
That's what we talk about, right? Guys playing for each other. He's not mad that he didn't get a target there. He's happy for his teammate.
Yeah, for sure, man. All right. Let's move it along here. Next play. Is this still Detroit or are we moving on to another game? All right, we're in Seattle now. Look at this in Seattle. Got the all whites, those crispy uniforms, man. I love those all whites. It's nice. But look at that. Oh, got him. You see him?
Oh, boy.
I think he got him off sides here, so it's a free play.
Oh,
Look at that throw.
Tucker down there somewhere. Again, pretty sure that was a free play. Let's see if the guy jumps here. Could be wrong. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why Jordan just chucks this thing up, right? Chuck and duck, give you guys a shot.
Look at that.
Tucker just stole it from Jay Green.
Jay didn't even touch Tucker. He's like, hey, you got this? No? All right.
Free play anyway, right? Where did Jordan learn that free play from, Tim?
Oh, I'm wondering, was it Aaron Rodgers?
No, the worst teammate in the history of Packers, right?
Really bad guy. It's a bad guy.
Yeah. That's sarcasm, guys. I'm going to get hate mail for that. I'm on the side of I thought Aaron was a great teammate. So
I'm with you, Clay. And I'll be watching every one of his games I can this year as he goes on his last hurrah.
Mm-hmm. By the way, we put an Aaron Rodgers video out today, guys. Thank you for being patient. We're putting AI videos out on the channel, history segments, right, where it can just kind of a documentary style. I listen to a lot of audiobooks, so the AI voice don't bother me. If you're looking for someone to, surely you're not looking for my voice, this redneck accent, but it's a lot more proper than that. But it's like these mini audiobooks I'm putting together, and the AI can get a little wonky. We're fine tuning it. I think we're finding the sweet spot now of getting it to sound as smooth as possible. But it's basically a 10-minute clip walking you through Aaron Rodgers' entire career. Really, really cool. We did the 1929 first championship Packers team. You can find all those in our library here on YouTube. So been a lot of fun breaking that down for sure. Is that another play? That's the same play. Okay.
Yeah, the same one.
All right. So we got a little double dip there.
Fading into the back of the end zone off his left leg, just chucks one.
Right. Hardy the Prophet with the super chat. Winter warning. Love it. I forgot that's what they called those, man. Yep. Absolutely awesome.
And to everyone who was mad about the white helmets, the Packers wore white helmets briefly in the 50s, I believe, early 1950s.
I love the white helmets.
It is still true to the Packer uniform for sure.
And just so everybody knows, that was Jordan Love's idea too. Like Jordan Love, if I understood correctly, he went to the Packers going, we need to break out the white helmets.
Aren't we 2-0 in those uniforms too?
I think we are. We beat Houston and we beat Seattle. So Here we are against Seattle on the road. Oh, just a flick of the wrist. Look at this, dude. How smooth was that?
What a-
Tell me that don't look like Aaron Rodgers.
Who's that again? Who's that catching?
Yeah.
Look at Romeo Dobbs. Oh, what a grab, dude. Let
me just throw this ball nose down so it lands 1 inch inside the back of the end zone.
Look at this.
Look at where he caught that ball.
Look at the grab by Rome, man. Unbelievable.
And throws like that, that's you can't defend that. Like, I don't care. I mean, that DB was stride for stride with Rome.
Yeah. Look at this right here. Somebody come look at this.
Are you guys on the same page with me where it's like we understand that we had the drops and there's no clear X, but this wide receiver core is just too good to not like. If you've ever watched the crooner, the Tim guy, it's just simply too good. Like they are so good on this field. It's like it's just in situational things where people want to really give them a bunch of hate, and I don't get it. Like this group is probably the most talented wide receiver group, like top to bottom in the whole NFL. It just has to be. It has to be.
You got some teams that are top heavy. They got one dude that's right.
I mean, you're Cincinnati Bengals, right? Like your Jamar Chase, your T Higgins, that kind of thing. Jamar.
Yeah. They had Jamar and T last year. Did they make the playoffs? Somebody remind me.
I don't remember if they did.
No, I don't think they did. But again,
Playoffs?
you can't make a throw any better than this, guys. Like and just look how comfortable, calm, little flick of the wrist, whoop, right in the bucket. Love it. We got a bunch of people in here. Appreciate everybody making us a part of your evening. If you would, hit that like button. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on. We go live pretty much every day, talking Packers. We're doing pregame shows, postgame shows during the season. We'll do these episodes immediately following games. Come join us, man. We appreciate you being a part of what we're creating here at PTA. It's for the fans, by the fans. We're not professionals, as you can tell in my voice. We just like getting on here and talking ball and trying to break it down and understand at a different level. Look at this. Look at that pocket, boys. Oh, Jaden Reed laid it right by the ear. Oh, right by the Honey Badger's ear again. I hear people saying, "Oh, he underthrew that ball."
No,
it's 50 yards down the field, and look at the placement of that, dude.
And again, I hate to keep going back to to the master, but Aaron Rodgers has talked several times about if I see that nameplate on the back of that DB's jersey, I'm throwing it at his ear hole.
If I see the numbers, I'm throwing it 100% of the time. That's what he said.
Yep.
If I see the numbers on the back of his jersey, I'm throwing it. I mean, look at that. Perfectly placed ball. And once again, Jaden Reed with the contested catch.
Yep. And don't forget, we had another gem from this game. We had the old.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I know what you're showing. I can't see it on my screen, Tim, but I know what you're showing. You're showing Josh Jacobs absolutely assaulting.
He's smoking him.
And that's the Honey Badger there, too.
Yeah. Boom, roasted.
God love him. Can we get a moment of silence for the Honey Badger in this game? My God. All right. And then I think this is the last place against the Eagles in the playoff game. Let's watch this. Man, that defensive front was so sick. Look at Josh Jacobs in there. You see that? Just to give him enough time. Look at Dontavion Wicks getting him a contested catch, boys. You see look at Josh Jacobs with just recognizing, oh crap, Jordan's going to get killed. Let me get across the formation and save his
DT too.
Let me just, flirt with death for a second while I get in here.
Look at him. He throws in there though.
And look, I love Josh Jacobs. He didn't fall down. Look, he kept his feet.
He got his ass kicked.
He kept his feet.
That's a D tackle with no other contested block before.
Right.
He's got full momentum. 330 pounds.
He hit that ice bath after that game. For sure.
And he put that ball. That was little Cooper DeJean, wasn't it, too, that got mossed by Dontavion Wicks. And he number 32, or do I get him mixed up?
That's Coop.
Yeah,
that's Coop.
Sure
Cooper DeJean? I think it is. Look, he's hurting right there.
Oh, my back hurts.
More his pride than actually physically. But look at Jordan, man, taking a hit and getting this throw out there only where his receiver can get it. Wow. Yep. All right. That's it, boys. That's Jordan Love, Chalk Talk. Air yards of 20 yards or more. He led the league with 24 last year, battling 3 injuries, a knee brace on the majority of the year. I'm so excited to see him healthy this year, man. What's your all's parting thoughts as we get ready to wrap up, boys? We're going to do a giveaway here in a second, but parting thoughts on the Jordan Love talk.
I think he might lead the league this year in air yards. In the same category. If you know anything about Matt LaFleur in this offense, look at all the new new weapons that he's got to play with this year. I think Jordan will do a good job of kind of building chemistry with these younger guys. And then this receiver room is going to be deadly. And then, of course, the targets with the tight ends and our running backs as well. So I'm excited, man. I think he has a chance to probably put up the biggest numbers we've ever seen him put up as a pro, honestly.
Yeah. I agree.
I would say the exact same thing. Otherwise, more highlight the fact that I think Tucker Kraft is the dog, and people are sleeping on the fact that this dude is actually like he's a Gronk level tight end. Like, this guy is a freak. He can have the contested catches. He has the yak. He has exactly. Thank you, Tim. He has exactly what you want out of a absolute stud tight end. And again, like Tim said, Josh Jacobs, he is not to be slept on. Like, this dude is a freak of nature. You add in the fact that we have 7 to 10 wide receivers. We can't figure out who the hell's going to start because we have so much talent. It's to the point where we are busting through the seams of offensive and, I think, defensive talent, to the point where, like, you look at our safety room, the only question is that cornerback room, whether or not we can have somebody step up and be a dog. If we do, we're looking at a Super Bowl team here, guys.
Yeah. All right, boys. Let's do a giveaway. If you're new here, you're going, what the hell is this on the screen? This is the Larry McCarron Pinky Wheel, all right?
They know about the Larry McCarron Pinky Wheel, right? Come on.
Oh, now.
How could they possibly not know about the legend?
How about these hands?
All right. So here's how this works, guys. We've got a couple of different ways that you can support the channel. Obviously, you can super chat, but if you're a member on YouTube, okay, we brung this back. If you're a member on YouTube, if you're not a member, you want to support the show, just click the join tab there. And then also, if you're a member of our Patreon group, if you want to choose between the two, I would say join the Patreon community, patreon.com/Packer Fan Total Access. And the reason being, you get a little extra content over in the Patreon group. You also get the community aspect, the chats, all that good stuff. But again, if you just want to support on YouTube and be as a YouTube member, this will get you entered into these giveaways as well. So we take everybody who's a YouTube member, everybody who's a member in Patreon, $3 tier, and we put your name on the wheel. We're going to shuffle this thing. Somebody in the chat, as quickly as possible, a number between 1 and 10. 1 and 10.
10 for Jordan Love. Come on, let's go.
Can't do it, Tim. They'll say it's rigged. I know they're already saying it's rigged, but they'll say it's rigged.
Nope.
JG1277.
7.
Perfect. All right, here we go. Let's shuffle it 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's how many touchdowns J Money's going to throw in week 1 against the Lions.
And did AFAM say -7? Get him out of here,
man.
You know what? We're going. Your mom's mad at you, dude.
I don't think his mom's been mad at anybody. She's been hanging out in the chat. She's just, look at this sweetheart.
Hold on.
Said, hey, fam, I'm folding your laundry.
She said, lost the muffler on my RAV4, but I made it.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know who's running that account, but damn, I need to know. They give me so much joy. Lost the muffler. You lost the muffler because AFAM cut the catalytic converter off of it. What's going on?
Just the tip, though.
All right. So anyway, let's spin this sucker. And listen, guys, I need your help. The reason we stopped doing the YouTube members on this giveaway is because I felt like I was like running through hell and half of Georgia trying to find people who won. It's going to be real simple. We're going to spin it 3 times. Whoever it lands on first, you're the winner. If they don't come forward, the second place will get it. If they don't come forward, the third place will get it. If neither of those 3 come forward, we'll just spin it again at a later time and do the giveaway once again. Okay, so let's spin it. The winner of the autographed Kingsley Enagbare rookie card is what should be
big money, no whammy. Big money, no whammy. Big money, no whammy.
What do we got here? Michael D. Sullivan.
That sounds like a lawyer.
Yeah, what the hell?
Jacob, you hear that? He might be a lawyer, just in case, you need one.
Yeah, we'll keep his number close by there. I'll D him in tonight. We'll probably need him for the show's over, to be honest with you. All right, if Michael D. Sullivan doesn't come forward, the winner of the autographed Kingsley Enagbare rookie card is Joe Stadler. Joe Stadler. All right. And once again, if it lands on Emilio, he wins absolutely nothing. If those two guys don't come forward, then the winner of the Kingsley Enagbare card will be. Is it going to be
Jay?
J. Cole?
Jay Cole.
Nice.
All right. So again,
good
guys,
Good rapper.
reach out to us. Okay. Try in the if you remember the Patreon group, that's the easiest way. Just DM me in there. You guys got access to the DMs. So just DM me in there. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. If not, then email me, PackersTotalAccess@gmail.com. Again, the first place winner was Michael D. Sullivan. If he doesn't come forward, it's Joe Stadler. If he doesn't come forward, it's J. Cole. Thanks to everybody who's a member on YouTube and also a member in the Patreon group. Really, really appreciate y'all supporting what we do here at PTA. That's it. We're out. Everybody have a wonderful evening. We'll see you tomorrow night for PTA Live, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. That's the plan. My sister's coming into town. Really excited about spending time with her. I think I can make it happen and still do a show tomorrow night. But if something changes, you'll see me jump in the comments and let you guys know, hey, we're not going to do a show tonight. So we'll do our best to make that happen. Everybody have a wonderful evening. As always, let's go out and be the change we want to see in the world. And go, Pack, go.
There we go.
Nice.
Bye, guys.